Good morning, friend. This morning we are going to talk about how to improve fluency in spoken English. Friends, we often see that even graduates, those who have done graduation in any subject, they feel hesitant in speaking English, although they know English, they know how to write English. Even some parents, while interacting with their children, you know, are not able to speak and improve their fluency. They don't actually have the confidence to speak fluent English, although they are highly learned, they are highly educated. This is only because, see, any language, fluency in any language demands, you know, practice and certain, techniques, knowledge of grammar, practice, and of course setting out hesitation. It is the biggest problem. सबसे लोग हेजिटेट करते हैं बात करने से. जब भी वो उनसे इंग्लिश में बात करिए, they know it, but they don't use the proper words. They feel that maybe that they will speak wrong. What happens even if you speak wrong? It doesn't matter. You will learn from mistakes only. No, improving English fluency requires combining daily active speaking with consistent listening and reading. Listening and reading are two such skills. Many of the students I ask, do you read any English newspaper? They say, no, we don't have time. Do you read your text every day? They say that sometimes. Why? If you have got a text in English, read it. Or if you have any magazine like India Today or any other illustrated weekly or Reader's Digest, read it at least at the leisure time. Pick up the habit of reading, because reading and listening are two important, key or core, you can say, core skills of learning spoken English. We must listen. As much as you listen to the talk in English, as much as you listen to the content in English, you will be more confident and you will have fluency. Focus on thinking English. See, there is a problem. They think in their mother tongue and then they translate. That is the biggest problem. You can't get fluency if you think in your mother tongue or your own language and then translate it into. No, directly think in English. Whatever word and whatever ideas you want to express, think in English and do mimicking native rhyme, showing, and sometimes use shadowing, expanding functional vocabulary rather than just memorizing isolated grammar rules. Isolated grammar rules will not always help you. Then daily active practice. It is very important to practice at least reading aloud. I have been telling again and again that the children must read aloud at home. Reading aloud makes them at least spell out the words, correct the pronunciation and enunciation. You know, dedicating 10 to 15 minutes to reading English newspaper or books loud, this will help your mouth to get physically used to forming English words. For example, if you are using, deteriorate. Now the word deteriorate will be pronounced at least 5 times. Then only you will be able to make the noun from deteriorate. That will be deterioration. Similarly, augmentation, dedication, all these words are similar. So when you spell out this, you will really, so reading aloud 10 to 15 minutes, either the text or the newspaper, is indispensable. Then talk to yourself. Sometimes stand before the mirror and talk to yourself. Just talk to yourself. Describe your daily routine or what you are doing, loudly to your parents or to your teacher, to your mentor. This will eliminate the anxiety of speaking and helps you form sentences instinctively. I have asked many of the children, they have been doing engineering, they have been doing medical, and see, they are able to write their own medical science, or they are able to answer that question in engineering. But when they are asked to speak on any topic, they start using mixed, sometimes Hindi, sometimes English. Why? Because they have not attained fluency, they are not in practice. So even if you describe your daily routine or what you are doing every day aloud to someone, speak to someone, this eliminates the anxiety of speaking and helps you form sentences. Of course, knowledge of grammar is important, but only rules will not help you unless and until you use those rules in practice. Listen to native speaker, a podcast or a video, and repeat exactly what they say right after the, let us say, right after the, you are listening to the, World Cup, now football is going on, the commentary. Just record the commentary and listen to that commentary for at least 10 minutes and then repeat the same. You will get so many, you will you'll match your pronunciation and intonation very well. Therefore, friends, speaking English, improving fluency is not very difficult. It is a matter of practice. It's a matter of daily work. You should at least talk to yourself or describe yourself to someone, what you have done since morning, what are your plans, how are you studying, or how are you making your children study. Even the parents should learn how to improve fluency in English. Consume natural media, listen to English podcast or watch movies with English sometimes, not all the time. Instead of translating them into your native language, directly listen to the English content and change your device setting. See what happens sometimes. Most of the people have used in their cell phone Hindi. Why Hindi? You just make it English. Set your phone, laptop and social media apps to English. Don't use Hindi or any other language. You are exposed to the language originally throughout the day. So many words come on social media, so many beautiful. If you are reading newspaper, you will get, even on cell phone you are reading newspaper, you will get beautiful words. Some of the words are so beautiful. See, drastic, a big change; gigantic, a huge, probe, investigation. The talk is, malified, means polluted and made or interpreted in a wrong way. Yes, then there are words, so many beautiful words like cacophony. Cacophony is a big sound, loud sound, like calligraphy, the art of writing, beautiful handwriting. These are all beautiful words that can be seen on the social media, or even if you are listening to some podcast or some important content in English. It's very important to practice. Sentence meaning is also very important. Instead of memorizing, try to use the phrases in day-to-day spoken and written English, and that can be done very easily. Learn expressions, not just words. Like if you are speaking, instead of using individual vocabulary words, learn the phrases and chunks of language. This makes much faster to recall sentences during a conversation. And focus on common words. You don't need a massive dictionary. Knowing roughly 4,000 common words will help you speak English very fluently. 4,000 words are enough for handling any kind of conversation in English and being fluent. Build confidence. This is a very important point. Many of us have a lot of knowledge, a lot of English vocabulary, a lot of sentences, but we don't have the confidence to express ourselves. Instantly. If somebody is asked to speak on a topic instantly, he feels nervous or he sometimes gets confused. So embrace mistakes. Even if you commit mistake, suppose you have to say that, well, I went to Delhi yesterday. If you say I had gone to Delhi yesterday, don't worry. You have committed a mistake in tense. It can be corrected. The right answer is I went to Delhi yesterday. But it will be done only when you speak. If you commit a mistake, accept the mistakes and in a natural way try to learn them. Learn the process of speaking. If you hesitate to speak due to fear, you will never be able to gain the fluency. Find conversation pattern. conversation partners. See, children have their partners when they are in schools. They have interactive sessions. They always study in group. There's a group interaction. There are debates and discussions. But particularly those who have done graduation and preparing for various competitive exams, particularly their state public service commission, they have to write 300 words essays, 400 words in UPSC. One has to write 400 words essays in English. So if they are not practicing writing and speaking, how will they write in UPSC 400 words essay? It is not possible. And most of the competitive exams like NDA, there is a paper in English, 150 marks for quantitative aptitude and test of reasoning, and another 150 out of that it is English comprehension, English test of language, and all other grammar. So in any competitive exam, if you want to clear the exam also, and in the interview, if you are, suppose you are facing an interview of a corporate sector, and if your English and communication is not good, if you are not communicating very well, you will not get a good, placement. You will get a placement. So somebody will get 14 lakhs per annum, you will get 6 lakhs per annum. So that will make a difference. Communicating very fluently is an art, and it requires everyday's practice. Build confidence. Accept that whenever you commit a mistake, accept it naturally and try to speak. Don't hesitate. Hesitation is the biggest hurdle in spoken English. And find your conversational partner to whom you can converse. Look for language exchange pattern. Join discussions group. Use platform like Preply and iTalking to practice with native speakers and other learners, and listen to English content every day, or read in newspaper. If you are not able to listen to English content, read English paper every day. See, improving fluency demands everyday practice, speaking and re-speaking, retrying, and speaking without hesitation, and trying to improve number of words and vocabulary every day. If you are learning 5 new words, use them instantly, and try to make interpretation of that meaning of those sentences. Whatever you are speaking, suppose you are using sentences in simple present, that I often prefer to take tea. So I often prefer to take tea. Simple present, how nice it is. She prefers. Now with she it will be prefer. She prefers to take coffee. Like that. Oh well, if you are talking with your friend, well, he will say, what do you like to take? Would you like to take juice, or would you like to take cold drinks? He will say that, wait, I would prefer to take juice rather than cold drinks. Then he will ask question, why? Why not cold drink? Because cold drink has some chemicals and lot of sugar. Juice is a natural liquid, and it is always helpful. So when you are discussing, and sometimes what happens that when you are talking about an event, I was at a station, very good. I was waiting for the train. The train was late by 30 minutes. I happened to meet one of my friends. All are in simple past tense. And you have initiated somebody's, and you are talking to a friend about all what happened when you were waiting for the train. The train was 30 minutes late. You met another old friend of yours, and you started asking him what he's doing. He said that he's working in Bangalore, and he's in an IT sector. And all these conversation, you created a conversation with your friend describing that 30 minutes at the station. Beautifully you presented. So that will improve. Improving English is not difficult. It's a matter of practice and setting your hesitation. Set your hesitation. Unless and until you set your hesitation, you won't be able to improve your fluency in English. That is what EduSync believes. Thank you. Have a nice morning.